You ready? Yeah. Let them cook.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk like the show. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going. I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping it rolling. They already know.
Let's go. We back at it.
All right, y'all. So we are officially opening up the second ever, actually, Content House. Cheers to Content House Part 2.
Cheers.
We got a lot of great things in store for y'all, a lot of great speakers, there's a lot of great content that's going to be filmed tonight, a lot of great minds that are in the room, you know, to share their experiences and get to know one another. So with that being said, I'm going to open up the first Q&A session, which will be held by Niv. This guy needs no introduction. Everybody that's outside in Houston already knows him, or they've seen him with somebody in the section. If you don't know him, get to know him. His business page is Brunch with Houston TX. This is Niff, y'all.
Well, how long have you been a promoter for?
Honestly, I don't like the term promoter, honestly. Because I don't like, I just have to promote myself and my friends. I don't like being a promoter.
Okay.
I don't know, it's weird.
So how long have you been doing that for?
About 3 years. About 3 years, yeah. Yeah, but it's a hobby though. Like, that's nothing that I do full time, you know.
So tell us, who is Niv?
Oh yeah, my So I'm from Galveston County. I moved to Houston about 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, me and my girlfriend, we do couples content on TikTok. We got 60,000 on there right now, and money coming in good right now, so I can't complain. You feel me? So I'm blessed.
I guess what made y'all get into doing couples TikTok?
So it was on accident, right? So she posted a video on TikTok. It was a dog that she surprised me with, and I was really excited, like a kid almost, bro. And it went viral. It had like 5 million views, and ever since then everything just took off. Like every video damn near hit over 10,000.
So after that, typically how much time do you spend like researching like content?
Okay.
You said it was accidental, you know what I mean? So like after that, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
on average.
Okay, so like that's what pays my bills is content, right? So
right.
I take it, I have to be serious with it, right? So I study my algorithm. Like I post every Sunday. Like on Instagram, you gotta post on Sundays. You want your pictures to do like crazy? Post on Sundays between 4 p.m. through like 8 p.m.
Yeah, where my notes at?
Pertains to what I'm studying. I like, I comment, I share, and I say.
That's like a big thing on Instagram and TikTok. Like they want to see you engage with other people. So like you don't. I'm not saying like just be liking everybody else's shit. Like of course if it's good content, like it. But I noticed that with my Instagram, like at first I was in the stage where I was like, man, I got over 10,000 followers, right? I got like nobody's pictures. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely the algorithm for sure, bro.
Do you feel like there's a such thing as like over engaging? Cause I'm not gonna lie, I like everything. I like I follow all my friends, so I literally like all of their stuff. I don't give they can have on some shit I don't even like. I like like real shit.
Not
I
even
like
just our friends specifically. I feel like that was an amazing question. Do you feel like there's such a thing as over?
Yeah, like over, because I literally will like and pretty much comment on a little bit of everything on both Instagram and TikTok.
Like I wouldn't say it'll mess it up, but it'll make your subscribers or your fans or your supporters look at you like damn, like why are you under everybody Instagram? So it'll make your value low key depreciate. If that makes sense. Like the less you pop out more, the less you pop out, the more they want you. Basically, that's true. That really is true, bro. It just depends on how you play it.
So there's like a median, like a middle ground to engagement. Like don't overdo it, don't underdo it.
Sure.
Being a content creator, when you don't engage in other people's posts and things as much, because you know Instagram is always shadow banning, because I always get shadow banned even though I don't have a lot of followers, but I noticed that sometimes my Instagram will boom. Like the other day I was getting 1,000 something views, and then sometimes I'll get like 200. So do you think the interactions that you put out has something to do with the views and things that you get on your page?
Definitely. Like when you first wake up, what's the first app you get on when you wake up?
TikTok.
Okay, boom. Well, 9 times out of 10, it's something that you was watching the day before, probably. It's like how your algorithm is set up. So to answer that question, I say it just depends on, like I said, how you look at it. Like, it's really not rocket science. I swear to God, bro. I blew up overnight on accident, dog. Like, I wish I could lie to y'all and say, oh, you gotta do this. It's cap, bro. Like, you just gotta post. Like, just be you. And don't worry about what people think about you, man. Like, but I will say the negative thing about being a content creator, you will lose a lot of friends in this too. Like, you will lose a lot of people. People who you think are supposed to be supporting you, they're not gonna be there for you, I'm telling you. So like, and that can kind of like mess up your mental. if I could pick up what I'm laying down, you know what I mean, it can mess with your brain a little bit, mess with your content. I don't know, just enjoy doing it. I mean, I do full time, bro. Like I enjoy this shit, bro. I really do.
Knowing that it's still like, what helped you stay, like, you know what I'm saying, get yourself back up with enough time to keep staying on your part. You know what I'm saying? Because especially when it involves not only your personal friendship, but like business friendships as well. What did you do, or how, you know what I'm saying, did you bounce back from that? How did you stay motivated to keep doing what you was doing?
I deal with depression like a lot. Like I do. I use my depression as motivation. Like it hurts it hurts if you give up, and it hurts if you keep going. Just keep going, bro. Like that's just some real shit, bro. Like I do
I watch people's content. There are people that I enjoy watching every day, and I get pissed off when they have like a small amount of negative comments and like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. People delete their social media because of negative comments. I just feel like those people don't know you in real life. They only know what you put out, so their opinion don't really matter because you don't know what I go through on a daily basis. So you can say what you want to say.
But see, that's the problem, and I don't know if it's our generation or human nature. I feel like as a whole, we tend to pay more attention to the negative than the positive, you know, because me personally, with my journey as a content creator, the only reason I'm here is because of the positive comments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I had turned my comments off, if I had shut my DMs off to strangers, I wouldn't have seen the messages that are the reason why I'm still here, why I'm still pushing on, you know. There's just as many heartfelt paragraphs, you know what I'm saying, in my DMs as there are 3-letter slurs in my comments. Right. So it really does depend on what you choose to pay attention to. And I hate the fact that we have to dissect as content creators as a whole, you know, the negative, the good from the bad, you know, the supportive from the negative, you know, the constructive criticism from them people that is just looking for the next person to pick on.
And I'll say this though too. Like have fun. Like I said, you can have fun. Like it ain't gotta be too serious, bro.
Yeah.
Like life is really too short, bro. Just have fun. Like stuff like this right here can really take this to everybody game to a whole nother level, bro.
Who is your target audience?
On TikTok, it's couples content. They like to see like vlogs. Like we was in Belize for a month. They got to see 30 days of content, like on live every day. Like they pretty much from waking up to our excursions to everything. Like your audience want to know who you are off of social media too, low key. So how can they find out who you are? Show them the real you. Like let's be real. Like when you post on Instagram, you post like your best version of you, right? Let's be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be on this.
But I don't know, it's like my audience is different because they grew with us. Like they saw when we had nothing. Like we was living inside her mom's garage, literally, doing videos. So I don't know, it's just if you really want that bad, you gonna go up. Like, man, I don't wanna get too emotional, man, because I've been through a lot during this constant journey though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's like how bad do you want it? So I don't know how it's on Instagram, but on TikTok, you all get notifications that somebody wanna collab with you, like a monetization opportunity. Yeah. Use those, bro. That helps out a long way. But that's all we have to say, man. I hope everybody go up, bro. For real.
Well, hi everybody. My name is Nia. I go by the Hoochie God on social media. I started my platform in 2015, so almost 10. Yeah, period. It's been quite some time. The first video I ever made was about me smoking weed in my mama's kitchen. I was literally just being myself, talking about getting high and the things that I do all the time. And what made my platform propel after that was consistency. And I'm pretty sure that's what everybody says. Like, you just have to post every single day after that. But I feel like it's a little bit more than that. It's about the passion that you have for it. Like, if you actually want to be making content about the shit that you're talking about, then that's what's going to make you go farther. I feel like the biggest thing that made me, I guess, propel in the content creation space was people. So, and Black people, to be incredibly specific. I started my platform talking about weed, but what made my platform grow to the point that I was able to monetize it was because I was talking about shit that I cared about, which was Black people, and I started a nonprofit based off that too. So I think that the thing that will make you go far in content creation, period, is talking about that you're passionate about and actually having a personality. It gets very misconstrued in the social media world at this point. It's like looking the part is the only thing, like making it look like you have something going on some people really don't give a about that. They actually want something they can relate to. So if you look relatable, if you seem if you're a human being on the internet, that's what's going to get all of your engagement in.
Being a creative in this day and age, how do you feel about, the rise of chat GPT and other things that may potentially take our jobs one day?
Hate it. I was going to try to be nice about it, but I don't think AI is helpful at all. It's terrible for the environment, and if you know anything about environmental racism or injustice, Black people are going to experience it the hardest first. So anything that is going to ruin the planet, I'm not with that. So AI is terrible. One AI search fucks up the planet like 80 million ways. So yeah, see, this only been done that. Look that up. Yeah. So I think that ChatGPT for content creation is really, really lame, because I feel like the point of being a content creator or an influencer is to have personality, to have something that draws people in. And if you're using a computer to make people like your content, like, you're just a lame. Like, you don't have personality for real. You're just doing it because like you want some money. And like, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, everybody's trying to make their money, but doing it organically is the easiest way to make this shit happen. Because people say that content creation is hard, and the hard part is like the editing and making it look good for the audience. But making the content should not be hard. It shouldn't feel like a job. Like, none of that part. Like, when I'm in front of the camera, that feels easy. It feels natural. Like, it feels like it's something I'm supposed to do. The editing part, yes, that is awful, terrible. Don't want to do that shit at all.
What do you feel like was your prime really here for you?
Year was 2020 for sure. During the pandemic, censorship is something very, very important that we have to think about as Black creators. Because we don't have the same availability, grace. We don't have the same wiggle room as white creators do. So when it comes to us, because like at the end of the day, what we want is to be able to make our money, make a living doing what we want to do. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What we have to do in order to maneuver through this space is acquiesce a little bit. Like, once you figure out the algorithm, and maybe there is like a certain formula, and I feel like maybe as ADHD, I feel like I just like move around and just do what I can and figure out what I can and can't do in the moment. But I definitely think that as Black creators, we definitely have a little bit more restraint and a lot more things that we have to think about when it comes to speaking our truth. The community and like spaces like these are incredibly important, because I don't know if I'm pretty sure y'all know this. Black culture is pop culture. The thing that drives America is Black people being big us and make relevant. I don't know if y'all know this, but is a very popular term.
Exactly.
Right.
I know about Black people. I know about Black women, especially. Like, that's what gets me going. Black women drive me to be great. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about how I want us to be free and emboldened to talk about whatever we want to talk about. I don't think that everybody needs to be an activist or a political leader, because I don't think that everybody has the capacity for that, period. But what I do think that is, if you have the platform and you have an audience of people looking at you and listening to you and listening to things you say, and you know that you make waves, you should be saying some about what we're going through. That's how you build community. Even if it's not like a whole big post, if you just reposted some talking about what's going on in your neighborhood, like, even if it's not, it don't have to be all over the country. In Houston specifically, in your communities, within your communities, talking about what's going on with Black people in these communities as a content creator. That is what's going to bring us together. I think that like starting low is what brings us very, very high. If you start where everybody is like, where we all can still touch each other and we can all still talk to each other and communicate with each other and build a coalition off of that, talking about what's actually important and going on in these communities. I think that's what's going to propel us in every facet of this community. And I think that's like super duper important as Black people, because like content creation is very, very important to all of us, but our lives. That's us being alive is what is able to, like we said, pop culture is Black culture. So if Black people ain't alive, what are y'all gonna be excited about?
Right.
It's gonna always be some good energy in the room. it's your job to dissect everything else, find that good energy, and then emphasize on it. The opportunities are around you whenever you're ready to tap in.
Make sure y'all follow everybody that's in this video too. And don't be afraid to support the person next to you.
Period.
Everybody win.
At the end of the day, just do it.
Like
Nike.
Nike.
Honestly, like, don't overthink it. Just do it. Sometimes it's nothing but to get to it.
For one, thank y'all for being here. Big round of applause to yourself. For two, be you, be original, be happy. Don't let nobody stop that you got going on. Not one negative comment, not one negative person at all. At the end of the day, who gonna with you is who gonna with you. Point blank, period. So nothing else matters. Don't even go into this shit worrying about who's not gonna fuck with you. And that's just that on that. First and foremost, thank you to the one who threw this and pulled this off.
Thank y'all for inspiring me, and thank y'all for inspiring me.
Never ceases to amaze me or anybody else in this room, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with that type of energy, like he said as well, definitely take that in a good way and make sure you flip it and double it and give it to the next person. That's really what's gonna bring you success as well. And you're
That part.
Just take it and run with it. Take it and run with it and give it back and double it.
Period. To bellow.
No, I just want to say thank y'all for having me, and Bree, thank you for inviting me to engage in this amazing opportunity. I want to say thank you to both of you content creators for giving us some wise words, putting us up on game and everything like that. Another thing I want to say is support is free. It's free to repost. It's free to share. It's free to comment. It's free to all. So as long as everybody is just, supporting each other, everything should be able to work out for everybody. I want to see everybody in this room prosper. I want to see everybody in this room rich. I want to see everybody in this room on the top. So I feel like as long as everybody just supports and hustles, it can be done.
Heard.
They say, Rome wasn't built in a day. All I want to say is keep going, man. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but just keep going.
In conclusion, being a content creator is hard, but being a Black content creator is harder. So support Black content creators and support your favorite content creators, especially if they're Black.
Period.
Thank you to my brother, number one. He put down for us as he always does.
8 down, 8 down.
8 down, 8 down. You know what I'm saying? Clock it.
Close the way down.
And then I also want to say for us as a group, as a family, as what we are creating today, I'm excited. I can't wait for it. Let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy ourselves and let's get to the top. Because if we put the work in, it's gonna work out.
Period.
Amen.
And that's on my mama. What's they talking about? It's only up from here. Never broke again. And that's a wrap. Content House Part 2. That's a wrap.